Welcome everyone to Go Global World pitch session batch number 6. And here today we have global investors from around the world and startup founders that are selected for the demo day batch 5. So right now we are starting presentation of investors. Every investor have 1 minute. Please everyone introduce yourselves. And the first will go Jorien Hoek. Please go.
Hi everyone, my name is Jorinde Hoek. I'm from Arches Capital. We are based in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and we are an angel syndicate. So we bridge the gap between angel funding and VC funding. Our focus is business to business software, and we have 100 angels with backing us up with knowledge. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Great to have you. Netherlands. Awesome. Right. Never been to Netherlands, but I have many good friends from there. All right. Let's go to the next one. Hassam Ayat, your turn, please.
Thank you. Thanks, Daniil. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for having me on this, Daniil. Really a pleasure meeting everyone. I'm Hassam from Highline Beta, Chief Accelerator Officer. Highline Beta is a corporate venture studio VC firm. We build and operate accelerators and help corporates connect with startups all over the world. We have a small $10 million fund that invests in the companies that go through our accelerators. And I'm also active as an angel investor. Happy to share more about what we do, but we're based in Toronto and we operate globally. Thank you.
All right, Toronto, Canada. Great to have you. Thank you. Awesome. Next, Bassem Abu Daga. Please, your turn.
Yeah, hi everybody. We're not too far from Toronto. We're pretty much across the pond. I'm based in Dubai, and we're a venture studio fund focused on edtech. So we've been building edtechs and investing in edtech investors and edtech startups. We're also backed by a syndicate of angel investors, and happy to be exploring some of the opportunities here and meeting a lot of you guys as well. Thank you.
All right. Dubai. So awesome. Great to have you. Thank you so much. Next is Fernando Ojeda.
Yeah, hi everybody. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Fernando Ojeda. I'm from AC Ventures. We're a corporate VC fund based in Mexico City, and our parent company is a company named Arca Continental, which is the third largest bottler of Coca-Cola in the whole world and the second largest one in Latin America. And we invest in startups from seed rounds to Series A, mostly in verticals within retail tech, fintech, and logistics.
Awesome.
Very nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too, Mexico City. All right, great to have you. Taylor, please, your turn.
Hey everybody, my name is Taylor Oliver. I'm a venture partner at Tenacity. We're a $60 million pre-Series A fund, leading or co-leading rounds with $1 to $3 million checks. We invest, we're a generalist fund. We just avoid FDA and cybersecurity, but everything else is fair game. So I hear a lot of venture studios here, happy to put my email in the chat and see a lot of your companies as well beyond just the companies we're going to see today, but looking forward to today.
Dear investors, please feel free to network. Thank you, Oliver. Great to have you. So Silicon Valley, awesome. Great to have you here. Michael Conniff, your turn, please.
Hi, I'm Michael Conniff. I'm coming to you from New York. I'm a mentor and an advisor to a number of different accelerators. I also have a podcast called The Accelerator with Michael Conniff, and have been teaching storytelling for startup workshops. I'm a former writer, not a former writer, I'm a writer who focuses on storytelling, believing that it precedes brand and supersedes brand. And I've had the good luck to work with a whole bunch of founders directly and to do some angel investing. Appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. New York, Michael, the angel investor from New York. Great to have you. So we have Carrie. Carrie, please, your turn. If you can unmute yourself, please.
It may be better that way, not listening to me. Harry Smith, Unorthodox Ventures. We're in Austin, Texas. We have what amounts to a family office fund, which only means that we're very eclectic in terms of our investments. That's about it. So thank you very much. Looking forward to this today. Thanks, Danil.
Thank you so much for coming. You have a beautiful office and excited to have you on our event. All right. Sri Dasgupta, good to have you. Please take your turn.
Hi, I'm Sri Dasgupta. I'm representing How Women Invest. We are based in California, and we focus on invest in women founders, US based and tech enabled, and pre-seed to Series A. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, California. And we have a women founder today that's going to present. That's awesome. Sharon, please take your turn.
Hey, Danielle, nice to see everyone, but thank you, Danielle, for hosting this and for having me. So I'm representing Tau Ventures. We are a venture fund based out of Silicon Valley and also with expanding presence in New York. We are focused in AI first, in healthcare and enterprise, and we are primarily a seed stage startup, usually co-invest with other ventures, and also and our check sizes are around 500K for now.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And Tau Ventures is planning to do a podcast with me soon. And if any of the investors are planning, would like to join a podcast at Go Global World, just let me know. And feel free to exchange your contacts directly here in the chat. Maybe this will increase your LP network, or maybe you can help out as investor to investor. I'd be happy to see things are happening through our network. So please use this opportunity if you want to. Radhesh K, please take your turn.
Hi, Daniel. Thanks for having me. I am based out of India, and I'm setting up a fund which is focusing on investing in US-based startups, which are primarily B2B enterprise startups, but having a base in India. And my new fund is called Suvan Ventures. And prior to this, I co-created a fund called Arca Venture Labs, which was along the same investment thesis. In that fund, we had made 27 investments, got 4 exits, and 11 companies got their up rounds, expecting 3 more up rounds. So basically, that's my experience in the previous fund. And so hopefully a lot of learnings from Arca Venture Lab, which I've been incorporating the Suvan Ventures. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Great to have you. And the final person, unless anyone wants also to please raise your hand. TK, please take your turn.
Hi, I'm happy to be here. I'm TK from NTT Docomo Ventures. NTT Docomo is Japan's predominant mobile operator, which has more than 70 million subscribers. I'm happy to help you entering Japan. Thanks.
Now we have Japan, so all around the world. Thank you so much. Great to have you. And Zamir, your turn, please.
Dear colleagues, hi everybody. Happy to be here. Daniel, thanks for invitation. My name is Zamir Shukho. I run a venture fund in Silicon Valley. We are a $50 million venture fund, and we focus on B2B SaaS startups. We invest on seed stage, and our medium check is somewhere between 250 to 500K. And I've been in the business for over 10 years. We've worked with accelerators, helped corporations to build their innovation teams, and over 3,000 startups went through our programs in the past. So we do have experience in helping early stage companies grow. And right now we're also building a soft landing program to come to an American market. So we are here, and we're happy to support companies who want to penetrate the US market, and happy to help with the judging today. Thank you. Good luck to everybody.
Awesome. Great to have you. And again, Silicon Valley. Thank you, Zamir. Ahmed, please take your turn.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Daniel, for hosting such event. My name is Ahmed Al-Bakir, working with family offices on creating their venture portfolio. Aside from that, I'm an angel investor focusing on pre-seed and seed stage, sector agnostic, and focusing on North America. Thank you.
Great to have you, Ahmed, and another angel investors we have here. So Julie, please take your turn, and I guess you will be the final person.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Julie. I'm representing Yes VC. We're an early stage fund fund founded by Flickr founder Katerina Fakin, social entrepreneur Yuri Engerstrom. And we are based in Silicon Valley and New York. We are geography agnostic generally, and we invest in early and founders at the forefront of movements that are creating category defining businesses. Our typical check size is around 150K to $1 million. So generally pre-seed to maybe some A.
Awesome, great to have you, Julie. And we have one more person to speak. It's Jordan. Jordan, please go ahead and talk.
Good morning, Hola, marhaba, and arigato gozaimasu. Great gathering. I am so happy to be here. Thank you, COVID, for connecting us like this. I would have never met any of you without COVID. I'm Jordan Wabe with Silicon Valley Venture Group in Silicon Valley. We're an early stage investment group, write checks between 30 to 300K. And we have a couple of syndicates that can write checks between 100 to 500. Technology sector, B2B, B2B2C. And we work to improve the human condition in all ways. I'm so glad to be here. Daniel, this is great, man. Just finish it on a good note today.
Thank you so much for your support, everyone. Please network here in the chat and thank you for your introduction. So hope this helps you to get connected to one another, and this warm intros will help you to get some further steps in your businesses. Now we are switching to the main part where 4 startups will be presenting. And the first startup will present is Diagnio. Marina, are you ready? So you have 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So the project that I would like to share with you today is Diagnio. And at the beginning, just a few words about myself. My background lies in marketing and IT. I do not have any medical background, but I come from doctor's family, and healthcare has been my passion and the main business through all of my career. And right now I'm in my own journey, presenting you the project that I'm working on right now, which is in the area of women health. And the problem that we're trying to address with that project is to help women go through inefficient and very costly fertility treatment procedures. The problem is quite prevalent because every second woman actually cannot conceive even after 6 months of trying. And the second point, the problem is quite costly because the insurance coverage have not been very fair, even in developed markets like UK and the US. And basically, it is about 1 billion of out-of-pocket spends per year that women need to bear of their own money. And the third reason that we want to address this problem is it also takes a very long time to get the doctor's appointment if you do need the treatment. And finally, there is this burning question for every woman in her 20s or 30s or 40s is, when are you going to have the baby? Which just adds up the stress to the problem that is already big. So we want to help that. And how we want to do it is we want to help to achieve pregnancy faster and also do it much more affordable by cutting the costs, especially on a testing phase of it. So the solution that we're trying to propose is about at home, so point of care, a rapid diagnostic system, which would monitor the key woman reproductive health biomarkers, so hormones, in saliva sample. That is a hardware device plus the mobile application that would work as an interface between the device itself and the woman, and so that she can understand her baseline, what is the dynamics, and share it with the doctor if needed. The benefits of such solution are actually great because it only takes minutes to getting the results, as opposed to traditional methods, which right now you need to spend hours or days in order to get the results. It saves on the lab visits. It is also safe and easy because there is no blood and no pain associated. And for the doctor segments, for the clinic segment, it is quite affordable, especially for frequent use, if they need to do a lot of testing for like IVF segment of patients. And it allows the data-driven treatment in the same visit. So again, no waiting times. As far as the market, the global women health market is very big and it's growing. if we only subtract the global fertility segment and take this out-of-pocket market, that still will give us more than $1 billion every year as overall revenues. And from this particular market, we start from targeting the private fertility clinic segment. We want to start from US and UK. We know how many clinics are there. And we would like to target as well the 700,000 patients which are going for that clinics. So it's more like a B2B2C segment for the beginning, with the potential to grow the D2C as well. As far as the competitors, yes, they do exist. We've analyzed quite a lot of them across the US and UK, but the solutions that are there in the markets mostly provide much more time to result, are more invasive and more expensive. Also, our differentiator is that we are fit for clinics, and this is why we want to work with clinics. We want to work B2B, unlike they do. And we want to test variety of hormones. So it's not like just ovulation, but a more like a better coverage of the hormones, which would give more complete picture for the consumer and for the doctor. And of course, because it's a hardware, there is also a potential to be patentable. In terms of the business model, we would like to work for consumer segment subscription based and as a wholesale offer for clinics, because they would need less amount of devices, but much more consumables that would be sold upwards for them to use. In terms of the achievements so far, so with the experience that we had before, I've already launched one women health product, which is a digital ovulation test. And we've managed to get some traction on this product, about 400 clients and 40K in revenues. So we know already how that works in terms of direct to consumer and doctors engagement product. And this was done locally. So now I'm more moving towards the global market and a better product overall, because the feedback that we got from the first consumers, again, is that just ovulation is not enough. We need to focus on a broader set of hormones to monitor in order to give the complete picture.
Marina, you're out of time. Please wrap it up.
Okay, I'll wrap it up. So we're at pre-seed round right now. And especially, I would like to say that we have also our long-term vision, which is to become the leader in preventive family healthcare, because such point of care solution, which is rapid, affordable, and easy to use, can actually accommodate a broader range of biomarkers. So we're planning to go much more further apart from the just fertility and hormonal tracking. Thanks for that. I'm happy to be here, happy to answer all the questions. We're a team of two. We do have advisors, and actually I'm happy to say as a final word that for the last 2 weeks, we also managed to get the advisor from the Imperial College in London. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Great presentation, Marina. So, dear investors, please start asking your questions. You have your evaluation form available here in the chat. If I need to send it again, I'll do it. Please start evaluating, everyone, and please ask your questions. So, Zamir, please go first.
Yes, hi. Yeah, Marina, thank you for presentation. Now, quick question. First of all, how far are you in your product stage? Like how ready the product is? And second, do you need an FDA approval to use that product? And if you do, again, how far are you in that process?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Zamir. Both great questions. So for the first one, we're in concept stage right now. So we do have the part which is targeted to ovulation detection. This part of the product is ready. For the main hormonal products, we're right now at the stage of discussing with the laboratories on doing the prototype. And on your second question, yes, it would need the FDA approval, presumably 510K regulation, and of course the CE mark as well, because we would need the European registration as well. And that is in the plan to receive it. We already have the consultant, an advisor who would help us to go through that journey as far as the FDA filing and getting the Type B meeting with them.
Awesome. Are there more questions to Marina? While we're waiting for other investors to ask questions, please start evaluating this startup in the evaluation forum, and please give your written feedback as the evaluation form here in the chat. So are there more questions to Marina, or we will move to the next startup? So please use this opportunity to ask the startup. All right, Joreen, please go.
Yeah, very nice presentation. First off, I really like how you framed the results. What I was wondering is now you're targeting women at a very specific moment in their pregnancy. I suspect it is quite a long journey. Do you plan on selling them for a longer time, but only extending the sale through working with the clinics?
Thank you for the question, Jorinda. So first of all, yeah, we would like to target that segment because that basically would allow us to get into their homes and into their hearts, right? And then because this is quite important time for women, right? So it's critical. If we help them solve this problem, then we can expedite the other problems. And as far as the other type of indications, I would envision that we would also work with menopause as the next step. And probably the testing for vitamins and inflammatory diseases for the family health, so for women and for her kids, hopefully afterwards.
Great, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. TK, please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for your presentation. So how much is the production cost of that test system?
So right now, we're targeting to raise 1.5 million US dollars as the pre-seed round. And that would include the development of the device itself, at least the first version of it, and regulatory clearance and co-development of the software, because we just need to update it a little bit. So that would be. If you're asking about the end user price, we target not more than $200 for the unit itself, and just mere dollars for the consumables, because that's the idea. We want to really make this very affordable for a variety of clients.
Thanks.
Sri, please take a turn.
Yeah, hi. Did you mention where you are based and where the initial testing has been done?
Yeah, thank you, Sri, for the question. Haven't mentioned that. We are right now based out of Armenia. This is, let's say, the temporary location where we are together with my co-founder. But right now, I am focused on opening a Delaware C, because I do have 2 accelerators in due diligence process ready to invest. And therefore, that would be, let's say, the ultimate target to move on.
Moving to the next startup, Migrun. Please.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. Thank you for allowing us to pitch, guys. I'm Vlad. I'm co-founder and CEO of Migrun, and I'm not alone here today. We're here with our whole team. In a nutshell, we help nomads and immigrants to pass the bureaucratic hell associated with immigration. With us, you can move to a new country for up to 5 times actually cheaper and faster than with old school agencies. And for investor, our goal is to raise our cap 5-fold in 6 months and $1.5 billion in 5 years. We already have a product, stable, growing $80,000 revenue, and an experienced team for it. So let's start. This is a bunch of documents, immigration documents from few of our users. We consider that they used to spend about 100 hours and up to $15,000 on requirements, consultancy, and paperwork, and with no guarantees, actually. Lawyers and agencies self-fear. They say everyone has a unique case and you will be rejected by consulate without my help, but it's not true, because up to 85% of cases are typical, actually. That means they don't need expensive assistance. So we cover the needs of our 2 key target audiences. First of all, it's nomads who wish to spend no more than 10 hours preparing for relocation, and professionals from BRICS countries willing to pay any money to immigrate and get a foreign citizenship. What we came up for them? Those who work with American markets know TurboTax, yeah? Is the most popular service for paying taxes. You can do it by yourself with templates, talk to advisor, or delegate it completely to a professional. So we do the same stuff, but for immigrants. You can move on your own with our free guides and pay only for what you really need. Or you can talk to an attorney, or you can delegate the whole process. Anyway, we found a way to automate up to 80% of services and documents. That's why we are scalable and low cost. A small example from Portugal on getting a tax number. For example, it used to take 3 and up to 5 iterations with an attorney. Fill out the form, print, sign it, scan it, and send it back. But with us, it's 1 iteration and electronic signature, and that's it. So our goal is not to fight bureaucracy, but to simplify it and hide it from user size. And we make money with a few click services, like opening bank account or getting a tax number, but people feel safer if they talk to an expert. So we also sell kind the checkups of documents before application, online advisors, all consultations. And after a person moves, we continue to earn for a few more years, from insurance to paying taxes in a new country or concierge service. So now average ARPU for a client is about $300, but LTV will be more over than $3,000. And we're confident we can do this 1.5 billion cap in 5 years, because it's crazy 43 billion TM market, and there is still no consolidated player in it. We can help the market to unlock its potential as Uber did it. We are confident that millions of people don't immigrate because they think it's crazy, complicated, expensive process. And just like taxi services used to be before Uber, and everybody who tries to disrupt the market, after all, builds a traditional assistance model or just sells consultation, as Boneless do. They are just not scalable and sell information, but we sometimes are even 9 times cheaper with 100% guarantee of money back. And we have a database with thousands of attorney and user cases, while agencies and solo lawyers are limited on by their experience. We are scalable with this, and we have very low customer acquisition cost, about $10, because 80% of clients and our users came by word of mouth. We already have 4,000 users and almost $80,000 in growing revenue for last half a year. And in 7 months, we're going to make nearly 150,000 per month revenue. We are confident about our product. We launched it just, as I said, half a year ago, but we already have a strong community, net revenue, and professional immigrant team. Last week, we took 2nd place at the product hunt. And what about investments? We're raising $550K seed round by the end of September to achieve this goal. So investor will see 5x in 7 months, and we hope 900x in 5 years. And all our team members are immigrants. They really pass this way and really no customer pain. So we have strong working cases in marketing, product development, SaaS development, and immigration consulting. So I will be happy to answer to your questions with my colleagues.
All right, thank you so much. Great presentation, almost on time. So dear investors, please start evaluating your forms. Please use your forms and start asking your questions. Hussam, please go first.
Thanks, Daniil. You seem to be crushing it. Vlad, why are you raising money?
Sorry, I can't hear. Yeah, could you repeat, please?
I was just saying you seem to be crushing it. Why are you raising money from investors?
Just because we are going to invest more money to marketing and to communities, because as I said, about 80% of people comes to us by communities, and almost 70% of all them try to do their own agencies, and we want to invest money to communication with this community to get more leads, actually. And apart from that, we have to scale, because now we started to get net revenue in last month. That was about $15K, and this month is going to be actually about 40,000. But we are going to invest this money to our team. We need to upgrade our interface, invest to marketing, invest to communities, etc., etc.
Thank you.
Great.
Yes. Yeah, Samir.
Zamir, please, your turn.
All right. Hey, Vlad, happy to see you, buddy. Just to let everybody know, I know Vlad for many years. He's a serial entrepreneur, a great networker. And, we had some projects in the past that we've done. And now I know you're in Portugal, right? So happy to see your startup. Now, what usually concerns me about legal tech companies is that legal questions are very different in different countries.
That's true.
Now, and especially, you know, when it comes to immigration, every country has its own process, has its own rules, etc. How do you guys plan to address the scaling problem here? Because, you know, you're going to have customers from everywhere in the world trying to go to countries, or 195 countries out there. So, you know, this might be an obstacle, but maybe, you know, you have a solution for it.
Yeah, Zamir, thank you for good words and good question. You know, we were thinking about that a lot, and we decided that we choose step-by-step strategy. What I mean here, I mean that we focused on Portugal and Spain for United States, United Kingdom, and BRICS countries, and we automate processes and platform and every processes to these countries, and we started to earn money from this. And actually, we've got a lot of lawyers and attorneys who help us to update all legal information every week. For example, last week we got a lot of updates in local immigration law in Portugal, and on the next day we added all this new information to our trackers, to our guides, and we send this information to all our partners in Portugal, for example. And we're going to do the next week the same stuff with Spain. So we communicate with our partners and with our lawyers every week. And as many partners, we're fine. As many advices and additional information and tips we have. Apart from that, in immigration, there is a problem that in each consulate in different countries, there are different rules how to move to Portugal, for example. There are different rules how to move from Brazil, from United States, from Turkey, and from United Kingdom. So we created a bot, and this bot writes to consulate every 2 weeks and asking about new rules, new updates, some interesting stuff. And for example, we know that from Turkey, for example, you don't need bank account to move to Portugal, but from United States, they do. Yeah, and we know this new information every week, almost every week. Now we are we need spend more time to our agreements and some documents. So we're going to spend this time since this October. I mean, because we were a startup. Now we are going to spend more time to legal documents.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Miguel. Your turn.
Miguel.
Hi. Sorry for arriving a little bit late. As you commented, and you are interested in the Spanish market, just to let you know, my partner has been elected the last 3 years like best lawyer in Spain for startup, venture capital, and technology transfer. And he is one of the founders of Barcelona Tech City. Wow. And I'm the largest, law firm regarding technology in Spain and on the London stock market. Anyway, contact me later because I have the opportunity to read your pitch on the email, but not listening to you today. Contact me on LinkedIn or ask my details to the organizers, and happy to help you. I think that there is a great potential for what you are doing.
Thank you a lot. We saved your contact.
Yeah, we will connect you directly. Thank you so much. And please also evaluate the startup in the evaluation form. So it's for every investor. Fernando, please take your turn.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Hi, Vlad. I just have a question about the model to understand it better. Regarding your clients, is your model like designed to have single transaction clients, or how have you decided to keep them for a longer period of time, like to transacting more than once?
Yeah, the good question. Actually, we were thinking that was first our question when we started startup, because it looks like we are one deal startup. Yeah, you paid us for one time immigration, that's it. But actually, first of all, our audience is not only professional who immigrate for all their life. Yeah, maybe it's nomads and they used to change country every year. And for example, we have users who got half a year ago, they got resident permit in France with our lawyers. And now they used to use this data to get Portuguese visa D, national visa, and so after that residence permit, you know. And there are many same precedents. I mean, there are many people who change country every year. This is the first part of my answer, and the second one is a survey post-immigration services, yeah, because we help them to find real estate, we help them to buy and sell car or to pay taxes in a new country. I mean, not we, yeah, our partners, because we're looking for tax advisors or real estate managers, but we get about 15% up to 25% commission off by every deal. And apart from that, we started to provide all this deal through our platform. I mean, just 4 months ago, there was every deal went, I mean, every payment, I mean, our user paid to our partners, but now everything is paid by our platform.
All right.
Even post-immigration services.
Okay, that's great, but thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions and answers. Are there more questions to this team? Please go ahead if you have any. Okay. Okay, so seems like no more questions. Everyone, please evaluate the startup in the evaluation form, and those who wants to connect with Migrun, just mention that in the form that you want to be connected, and we will connect. Thank you so much, guys. And we're moving to the third team, Xochify. So, guys, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you, Daniel, for having me. I will share the presentation.
Open your presentation.
Okay. Well, thank you, and welcome to the new generation of marketplace, Xochify. More and more people need a new income, and we saw that with the crisis. They want to have their new business digital, involved with social selling, social media. They want also to buy and sell products which speaks to them, which are in adequation with their values. And most of them have no money to start this business. So we believe we can address this problem in one place, marketplace, but a new kind, where you can add filters when you try to find a product in order to find this product which matches with your values. When you can sell your product, but using the help of an independent sales force. And also as a seller, where you can find a business model and digital tools where you can make money up to $150 per month. So to develop this product, we started with a platform, the social selling platform. We tested it on Sochi Botanicals, a company that I created. And now we are ready to go to phase 2, to adapt this platform to a marketplace environment. How does it work? I mean, normally a marketplace, it's a combination, the relationship between clients and merchants, and all the dynamic is generated with advertising. In Xochify, we bring another element, which is an independent sales force using social selling tool in order to boost your sales. And the part is interesting is that those sellers can also be the clients, because they sell with a commission, but they can buy with a discount. And the second innovation we put in the marketplace is this idea of smart search, the ability to see different labels on the product, 10 to 12 label like social awareness, environmental awareness, local business. And this will help the client to find the product matching his or her values. Or do we pretend to make money? First, with a monthly fee on merchants, on sellers in order to join the community. And also we take a percentage on all the transaction in the platform. We also identified many other ways to make money in order to strengthen our business model. So far, we tested all the engine, all the social selling engine in Mexico, in a brand, Sochi Botanicals. And we combine over the years $500,000 of sales. We reach 600 independent sellers, 6,000 clients, and our users are really, really happy with the app that we developed to manage this business. The next step is to develop the marketplace, integrating our social selling engine. We believe that within 6 months, we can be ready to do the launch in Mexico and in the United States. And meanwhile, we have prepared different strategy in order to recruit merchants, to recruit sellers, and to advertise to our clients. Our market is huge. It's a B2C online sales in marketplace. It's a growing market in the world. So we focus on North America, and we also focus on at the beginning on 2 categories: fashion and beauty and personal care. It's already a 600 billion market, and we would like to go for the billion to start. Of course, if we compare to our direct competitors like Amazon, Mercado Libre, at the beginning, we will be quite small, but we believe we have 2 key innovations able to disturb the monotony of the industry: the smart filters I mentioned, and more than anything, the social selling sales force. Our team is covering all the required skills. It's an international team, which also has experience in startup and international group. So we are ready to scale up. We are raising $1 million, mainly to cover our first year of cost, to develop the platform, the marketplace, and also to finance the advertising package in order to launch the service. And we kept the security because we did learn from COVID in the previous startup. We optimized all our costs with Mexican sourcing. We are highly scalable, and we are able to give quite comfortable margin. So you might have a unicorn in the horizon. Sorry, Daniel, for extending my time.
All right, so you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Perfect, thank you. Great presentation. Thank you so much. Everyone, please fill in the forms and start asking your questions. We have 10 minutes for questions and feedback. Zamir, please go first.
Hi, yeah, thank you for presentation. Well, it looks as a good tool to sell the products that your company is making, but I'm having a hard time understanding how this could be a marketplace for different brands and especially competing products like beauty products or whatever products you plan to sell there. So that would be question number 1. Please explain how do you see the multi-brand positioning in that platform. And the second question would be, marketplaces is always like chicken and egg. For one side, you need people who sell. From the other side, you need people who buy. And one of the problems of those marketplaces right now is attracting the buyers, because the customer acquisition cost, attracting those are getting more expensive with giants like Amazon and everybody else being on the market. So what is your strategy there? How you plan to attract more buyers to that platform?
Okay, here that's actually the interesting part of the social selling independent sales force. Those people today, they might sell other brands. So they have a contract, or they are in a program in order to sell multi-level companies or different independent brands. They come to the platform, they have the possibility to sell many different products in different areas. And in order to sell them, the social selling, that's just to share a link, basically, a personal link, which make you enter in a platform which is personalized with your name, your greetings, your message. And all the people who follow this link in the platform and buy something will generate a commission for the person who sent the link. So those people have a huge ability to bring people to the platform. They will send their personal message to WhatsApp, to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So they already invite a lot of people who are not just going to another platform because they receive a personal invitation to discover product, programming. Those sellers, they also receive a discount for being part of the community of sellers of the platform. So they will also be potential, and most of the time that's the case, potential buyer client to the. So that's a part in order to make the difference and to attract people. Here we are offering a very different way to discover a platform, which is only an invitation with advertising. Of course, there will be advertising like the other platform, but it will be also this potential human link, the community, bringing some people for close to them to the platform.
All right.
Did question?
Yeah. Did you answer the question, Zamir?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, my microphone was off. Yes, thank you.
Sorry, Damir, I didn't totally answer. You said it would be good for your product. My product was a test, and now we'll leave its life, mainly probably in B2B. That's what is happening in Mexico right now. But here, the good thing is you can have absolutely all kind of products, and many of those people who have this product to present, to introduce, they don't have the money to develop a sales force. They don't have the money to pay a lot of advertising. Here, only with $30 per month, they are in the platform and they will already benefit from this huge sales force we will put at their disposition.
All right, thank you. Michael, your turn, please.
Yes, thank you. And thank you, Francois. Really interesting presentation. I have a question about distribution. So in your pilot with your company, your products, your botanicals, you control the inventory, right? So when people want to sell something, that's your company, those are your products, you make them available, right? I assume. But the logistics of making social selling available to a number of vendors, hundreds of vendors, thousands of vendors, how do you do fulfillment, distribution and fulfillment? How do you get the product? You know, you have to sell something, right? How do you get the product to the customer in an efficient way?
Okay, so here we have two options actually. The first one is the merchant is able to sell its own product. Of course, we set different rules in order to be sure they are capable of providing the products. If they don't, they will be penalized and eventually kick out from the platform. That's a model which works pretty well for one of the competitor named Mercado Libre, which is in all Latin America. At the beginning, they don't want actually people to give them their inventory in fulfillment. They want to be sure that the business is significant enough and that they are able to give the service before taking the responsibility of fulfillment and involving the quality of their brand, Mercado Libre. So we'll follow exactly the same rules. The good thing is we developed a partnership here in Mexico with a huge logistic company, which is also an investor of my first startup. And they will be with us in this product, in this project, in order to develop the fulfillment. They have a lot of capacity. They're also active in the United States. So we already have the process and the actors in order, after that, to manage the storage, the picking line, and to send the products. Sorry, I forgot that.
Well, I applaud you for having a logistics partner because I definitely think you're going to need it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's one of the historical investors of the first company is totally ready to follow me in this new venture.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there more questions for this team? Okay, so while we're waiting, please finish the evaluation forms for this startup, and we are moving to the next company. The final project for today is InTone. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Daniel.
Okay, so you have 5 minutes. Please turn on your presentation.
So it's here. Hope everybody can see it. And hi, everyone. Thanks for having me here. I'm Andrew, CEO of InTone, and InTone changes global communication by neutralizing accents in real time. We enhance understanding between people from different cultures and improve conversational experience during audio and video calls. Let me show you how we do it.
Today is a very special day for UNICEF and for many, many children around the world.
Today we are all going blue for children's rights, and you can see we are all dressed in blue. And today's a day where millions
of children and young people around the world are given a voice to be saying the things that are important
to them, but also we are giving a voice to young people and to children to be advocated for the issues they care about.
And while the video might be laggy, my voice now translates through the application, and I'll be happy to show you more demos in the breakout rooms after this presentation. And now let me go back to my normal voice because it's still better for pitching. And let's continue.
So among many industries with international communication, there is one that most affected by accent-related friction, and it's call centers. Our experience calling customer support is often frustrating. It takes multiple, "can you repeat it please," to resolve an issue, and customers are getting frustrated. And accent turns out to be a top problem for offshore customer support. There are over 10 million workers in this industry, and an average hour of agents work in Southeastern Asia, which is the largest region, costs $10 against $40 in the US. And with globalization after COVID, there are many companies who outsource their support and did save that 4 times cost. But there are still many who cannot afford it, and that's mostly because of the accent and quality, because understanding is 30% harder, which leads to a 17% drop in call resolution rate. And those thousands and millions of unresolved calls are billions of dollars due to poor customer experience and high churn rates. So with accent neutralization, we enhance understanding between agents and customers, leading to increasing efficiency and saving agents time, meaning they can process more calls. Improving customer satisfaction, which is especially important for in-house call centers of larger companies. And also we reduce costs on language training and hiring of agents. Some of our clients reject more than half of the applicants for jobs because of the language. Our unique technology improves accent understanding by more than 20%, and it can convert any accent to American or British. Our key innovation is bringing it to real time without noticeable latency. And our unique technology is way faster than any speech to text. We're doing voice to voice, not speech to text, and we work on acoustic level. And this also allows us to keep all features of person's voice, like intonation, pacing, and emotions. Our desktop application, available for Windows and also Mac, doesn't require any integration effort. It works with any software, from conferencing like Zoom that I've just showed, to some customer support specific software like Ring Central. It protects privacy of customer data by processing voice locally on the device. And we are doing 2 paid pilots now. And we have a total of 6 companies sharing data with us, and now around 20 interested, more and more coming, especially in September when everybody's out on vacation. We have some of the largest call center companies in India and the Philippines, and more than 4 million ARR in the pipeline. Now it's time to convert them. Our customers value liveness of our voices against competition. We can also process more accents, which opens the way to other region for us. And it gives us more go-to-market opportunities, like working also with customer side of the call, because we can, with more accents, process not only agent's voice, and also work with harder accent, which makes it better fitting to the use case. Our pricing is $30 per month per seat, and our customers are committing to pay this. And on the huge 350 billion customer support market, the offshore call centers is the fastest growing part, and we are not only expediting this by moving the border between local and foreign outsourcing, but there are also more industries to come for this technology: healthcare, education, and eventually everybody will be able to change their clarity of speech during Zoom calls. I've been doing speech tech research since the latest revolution in this part of deep learning, and my co-founder Yegor knows how to launch products on international markets. And our sales leader Dmitry is joined us from Microsoft, working on enterprise sales there, and we have amazing engineers, experts in speech to text, text-to-speech, and NLP. We have graduated from Berkeley Skydec Acceleration Program and raised from experienced angel investors with major exits in AI and customer support, now raising 1.5 million, with most of the round committed. We're in town and making global outsourcing possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Almost on time. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Well, please, dear investors, please start relating this startup in the forum, and yeah, be ready to ask questions. Zamir, please.
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah, there is a problem like that for sure. I've seen a couple of startups. One of them was here locally in Silicon Valley that is doing that. Now, first of all, where are you guys located, and what is your beachhead market that you're targeting at this point?
We are located globally based, the officially based in San Francisco. We also have a research in Yerevan, Armenia, with some of really amazing engineers from Russia and Ukraine with good hiring opportunities being able to migrate there.
So headquarters, so you are an American entity, correct?
Absolutely. And I spend most of the time in Silicon Valley.
Okay, awesome.
And we target like not only American companies, but also primary offshore markets like India and the Philippines. But many of those call centers have the main offices in the US, meaning we have to do sales there.
Perfect. Thank you. Miguel, please take your next question.
I'm very short one. Is your technology applicable to other languages?
For now, only English, but it's scalable to other languages, and that's something we are targeting in a little bit more than a year, as we already have requests for Spanish and German.
Perfect. Please raise your hands for more questions. Radhesh, please go next.
Yeah, great presentation and demo. I want to understand the total addressable market. Do you have a bottoms-up analysis of the total market? Like, for example, how many call centers are you targeting, and each call center, how many seats are there, which will probably go to your kind of solution?
Yeah, so the evaluation of 4 billion market that I had on the slide was bottoms up. So it is based on 10 million agents globally. Around half of them are in India and the Philippines. And based on the calculations with our current customers about how much are in need of this solution right now, it's very close to what we get.
And you already have a little bit of traction, I believe. You have like 4 POCs going on right now. Are they paid, or are they are they free?
It's total 6 POCs on the demo stage. 2 of them are paid, and we recently moved to paid pilots to get the most dedicated customers who can give us most support and the fastest launch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Michael, please take your turn.
Thank you. Andrew, does this happen in real time?
Michael, thanks. It does. It's less than half a second latency. And even though I'm putting my video in the sync while I'm showing this during calls, it's not noticeable during phone calls. And that's the whole point of this.
Okay, I just I want to compliment you on this, because I think this problem is not just obviously not just a call center problem, but after doing 9 months of Zoom with people all over the world, I think the inability to speak English better is the #1 business problem in the entire world. It's just really hard to know what people are saying half the time, and I think if you have a solution for it, it's the number of applications are probably limitless. So best of luck with this.
All right.
No, thanks, Michael. That's one of the use cases we were going to start from. We focus on call centers for now, as it's easiest way to launch. Like, they're sharing data with us, and they're also non-video calls. But at some point, we'll get to Zoom for everybody.
Awesome. Fantastic. Kerry, did you have a question, or you already don't have a question?
No, I just wanted to tell Andrew that I thought this was exceptionally interesting, and that we would like to talk to him. So I thought it was very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Guys, we will connect you. Thank you. TK, please go next. TK, we cannot hear you. Please turn on your microphone.
Oh, sorry about that. I agree with Michael's idea. We Japanese really need these kind of solutions. So I'm wondering how much does it cost if we use this on Zoom or Teams?
For now, we don't have a B2C pricing. The pricing for B2B is $30 per month per seat, so we expect something in that range. But we'll see how it evolves with more industries as we'll be validating it through the market.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Are there more questions to this team so far? Go ahead.
It's Jordan. Hey, man. Andrew, good to see you again. I'm the Sky Deck, so you're kicking ass. Thank you for doing that. A couple of questions. Is it only in the UK and the British or the American accent, or can you do other English-speaking accents, such as Singapore or Australian? I'm not trying to be cute. I'm very keen on understanding the types of accents. Number two is a little bit about the valuation that you're running. Can you give us a sense of why did you choose that number? And last is how much more money you need to be cash positive over the next couple of years?
All right, so the first question about the output accents. Two options for now, indeed, British and American. It's possible to add more, but those output accent options, like the sound we are generating output from the application, they rely on really clean data. And that clean data comes from voice actors, from professional equipment, and it's more expensive. So for now, we're trying to focus on the first two and the main use cases. And as the second question about the amount raising, is it correct?
Valuation, sir.
Yeah, as now we have extended around to 1.5 million. As we expect that to be by at least 18 months, and with good revenue model, with revenue growing as expected, we actually intend to start growing faster and raise Series A rounds without likely without expectations of running out of money, but for growing into more industries. And we use that mostly for acquiring data, as it's crucial in this industry, and hiring experienced machine learning engineers to facilitate the technology growth.
And how much cash you need to get to be cash positive, approximately?
Yeah, that's 1.5 million should be enough on our intermediate negative scenario. So we have some gap. So 1.5 is the round we're raising to be cash positive by the end of next year.
All right, so it seems like we all set. Thank you so much for great questions. We have startups from around the world. Most of them are targeting US market, and some of them already incorporated in the US, while others are planning to be in the US incorporated soon. And the investors are also from around the world. That's amazing, and thank you for great questions. I really appreciate that.